So I wanted to create a video to show you how to make a PowerPoint presentation that doesn't make your audience fall asleep. Simplicity. It's the key to everything. How many of you have sat in a PowerPoint presentation and you were thinking about what you're going to have for lunch or what you're going to do when you got off of work, or you were sitting there texting on your phone? I'm guilty of it. But it was probably because your PowerPoint presentation was crowded. A good design can have empty space, like these rocks. It's a nice visual. You want to keep your audience engaged. The best visuals are often designed with an eye towards simplicity. So I was in the military, and it was death by PowerPoint. It was like a map. It's good information, but it was too much stuff, overwhelming for me. I was lost. And it's fine if you want to have a crowded visuals or have too much stuff on your PowerPoint presentation, but you never want your viewers to have to think about where they're going to look. You want to have a focus point. And if you end up doing a PowerPoint that's overly crowded, then that's fine. You may suffer the consequences of them falling asleep. This was me. I did this many times whenever we had to do death by PowerPoint. And often I was woken up by a sergeant in my face and I did push-ups with my battle buddy. So don't do that. Don't make them suffer. Now, with your design, you want to be creative. I'm a hairstylist and I worked in a salon and I went through their program, which at the very end, I had to have a model and I demonstrated a haircut, but I had to be inspired by something. So I looked at buildings and I liked to design the haircuts based off of the art that I saw. So just like your PowerPoint presentation, you want to have a story. You want to design it to where you can tell that everything flows. It's like at a fashion show. You have a designer and all these different garments are walking down the runway. But you can tell that they all came from that designer. They were him. It showed a story. So keep it simple. You don't want to overload your audience with a bunch of nonsense. Get rid of it. Design with your eye towards simplicity. Now you can come back to this picture 4 to 5 times and you would always find something else in this picture that you missed the first time. But if I told you to close your eyes and remember that second slide that I was talking about of empty space, do you remember what the picture was? Maybe some of you won't remember what the picture was, but maybe some of you will remember that it was those stones, those rocks. But if I told you to remember this picture, you could not remember everything that was on it. It's too much. So don't overthink it. Just keep it simple. Pictures are better than words. You always want to keep your audience engaged. Get rid of all those bullet points and put more visuals on there. But if you need a bullet point, it's okay. Just keep it to the minimum. And so important. Just don't overthink it. Put your creativity into what you're doing and enjoy it and have fun with your audience.